Oga, please describe where you are.
Coming outside.
You know feel green.
Ikorodu.
I'm not going outside. Please help me to cancel.
Cash your transfer. My AC just spoil now. This your place, pal.
Traffic dey here. Make I pass another road.
Oh,
Madam, abeg you calm down.
Should I start the trip?
My name is Olawale Banji. I'm an AM driver. I used to do it full time before, but now it's more like a second job for me, more like a side hustle. It's a very funny story, yeah. So I lost my job sometime 2020, yeah. So in order for me to lay by for the moment, I got the car for a hire purchase actually. So I got the car then. After paying, I paid back within 10 months and the car became mine. And after I finished paying, I thought, okay, even if I'm able to secure another job, it's something I can still do on the side. I mean, who doesn't want additional income? But I made sure that I tried to get another job because, I mean, doing it alone is not fulfilling to me. Because if I wanted to be just a driver, I would probably not have got to university. So I believe that I have potential to do some other thing, aside from those driving alone. So that's why I applied to different jobs again, and I was able to get another job, and ever since then I've been doing it. So to a very large extent, I enjoy it because I love driving actually. Well, I've had a couple of interesting rides, but the one that I could remember, that's because it happened very recently. I picked up someone and it was meant to be like an airport drop off. So he was running late and he asked that if I could drive really fast so I can meet up his time. So I did. He was able to meet his flight, despite that we had very limited time. So afterwards, he called when he got to his destination. He even gave me some extra cash, but that was not even the sweet part. The sweet part is there was a time he was going to travel to Benin, and he said because of the way I drove then, so he called me and he asked that I take him to Benin. Although with his car, not my car. So, and it was a very fun experience. I passed through Benin, but I've not been there to stay there. But with that, I was able to, and for me, I love adventure, I love traveling too. Apart from the fact that I made money off that trip, I was able to also be in Benin to see how beautiful the state is and all that. So that I would say is one of my very good experience driving. The highest amount I've paid for a ride for a single trip actually was 35,000, and that was on in-drive. Actually, the exact trip itself was 25k, but the guy tipped me 10k, so making 35,000 actually. And it was just a trip within 1 hour 30 minutes. This one I will never forget. In fact, I will always remember. The rider beat me up. I was assaulted, and he also seized my phone. It was crazy. In fact, I wanted to report to video, but I just don't like this social media drama, so I just had to let it go. So it happened that guy, I picked him up somewhere on the mainland. He was coming to the island. So it was a very funny experience, and there's a lot to learn from it actually. That sometimes when God is trying to protect you from harm's way, listen and just obey. But because that day I didn't obey, and also because of my, I would not say good heart, or I forgive easily, and I let go. So that was what landed me in that trouble. So this is how it happened. In the initial trip, I picked him up around 3 a.m. from the mainland to the island. It was going to be club. So immediately he entered my car. I knew that this one is going to be a very troublesome person. So I didn't really say much. He asked that I turn on the AC, I did. Then we got to his destination, he paid. But all through the journey, it was actually a bit funny, but then I just had to ignore. That was it. I intended to walk all through the night, which I did. So when I was about to go home, because I live on the mainland, close to the place I picked him up in the initial time. So I saw his order again. That very same person who was going to that same place I picked him up. I was like, okay, cool. Well, I was a bit skeptical about him, that this guy that was troublesome or in the first trip. But because he was going my way, so it makes sense that I just pick him up, then drop him, then just go home. So I went there. So when I got there, I didn't want to mention before, but I picked him up at Kulos. So when we got to Civic Center, he asked that I turn back, that I forgot something in Kulos. I was like, okay, fine, cool, let's go. So I turned. It was meant to be like, I forgot something, I'll pick up, then we'll go back. Immediately, almost immediately. So I waited for this guy for 30 minutes. So when he eventually come out, I said, guy, hey, I can't wait again now. Let me start going. So pay me for the short movement. So I was like, I didn't even take him to where he's going now, so why would he pay me? I said, guy, kill us to Civic Center, we'll turn back. That's what I use now, so you have to pay now. At least I'm not asking you to pay the entire money, but just pay something that's okay for the trip. So at the end of the day, it led to arguments and side shouting. So people came around. So I asked that he paid 2,000 naira. The initial trip was 4,500. So I asked that he paid 2,000. He said no, you can't pay 2,000. I said okay. He said you pay 1,000. I said 1,000 said you cannot even buy 1 liter of fuel. So eventually they asked him, those people there said pay 2,000. So when he was going to, he asked for my account number. I gave him. When he was going to send it, he sent 1,500 as against what he was meant to send. So I just have to let go. So meanwhile, I was still looking for a trip that would take me back home because I had worked all through the night. I needed to go back home. So shortly after that, when I dropped him, he called me again to say, okay, I'm sorry for the other time. I'm ready to go. That I should come and pick him. Sunday was telling me that don't go pick this guy. This guy is a wahala guy. So I was like, no, since he has apologized, so let me just go. Because the only reason why I kept going back was because he was going my way. If I had gotten someone else going my way, I would have possibly ignored him. So before I now got there, I told him that, the amount. So I don't want any trouble. You've agreed that you're going to pay. Please, I don't want wahala. Please, once I get there and I drop you up, just pay the exact amount I'm meant to pay. Say no problem, just come. So the money was 4,500. So and said fine. So I pick him up there. I drop him off at his destination. On getting there, now, pay money now. When he was going to transfer money, he transferred 4,000 naira again, as against 4,500. It's like, hey, the initial one may be this one, but this one, I will not let go. I had to let go now, but this one, it seems that you are very, very troublesome, and what you are doing is deliberate action. So the 500 naira you have to pay. So I got down from my car. I went straight to meet him. So started arguing. I said, okay, what is 500? So I know 500 naira is a small amount, but that money you have to pay it because you did that the first time and you've been troublesome since. So please, just pay me, let me go. He eventually now sent 500 naira. So just when he sent the money, I was going back. The next thing I saw was this very strong blow in my chest. What in the name of God is this now? Just because because of the anger, I had to also, retaliate and turn to I'm not like I retaliated. I just needed, because he was going to rush me down. I just needed to find my way out and go. So I had my car key with me. Then the next thing, he went straight to my car, picked my phone, and went straight inside this building. Then locked the gate. And the next thing was like, I should go and call anybody I know in this Lagos state. I even went to the police station, made the report. The funniest thing, police said I should bring 10,000 for mobilization for them to follow me to get my phone. Okay, I don't have for 10,000. Meanwhile, they even taking 1,000 out from it for writing statements like this country. So even if I'm in a very, very terrible situation, I saw this police go, they toss me around like this. So eventually, I left the police station. Then I went. Luckily for me, there was a barracks close to the case, not far off from the police station. Those ones, they didn't even hesitate. They were like, because they saw my face swollen from his punch and all that. I showed them some of the things he did to me, and I even told them that he had seized my food. Let's go. So they followed me, my wife of them. So we got there. You know the worst thing? This guy was telling those soldiers right there in their presence that I should apologize to you for the F1 trade to ask for money from me. I was so furious that this guy, you get my door. You see soldiers like this, still they challenge them. You want soldier to go and you like, how dare you ask him to make food? He was trying to stubborn and all that. So I think one of them slapped him. They took my food from him and we left. So that was it. So when I got home, he sent me a message. I have the message on my phone. The threat message that I'm a dead meat. That anywhere you see me is going to make sure that you deal with me. So but then since then I just ignore his message. At least it's not like you know I'm bleeding and all of that. Some people even say I should press the charges, I should read it, right? So far God has saved me. It's not like he killed me now, it was that I was dead from the mistake. I mean, like if I died from the incident, the person will be alive now, he will press charges now. He said, it's not like the guy is so. Like he said, I even went taller than him, but at least, because I don't want to, because you see, the thing, why I usually just avoid anything that has to do with fight is, you don't know his current health condition. What if he has high blood pressure and won't do now, he fell down and people start saying, manslaughter, all those things, you understand? So that was I just had to ignore him. It's not like, man to man, and I'm sure of his head, or go drag up, beat me, like,